Hey, so today's lesson is not really so much a math lesson as it is using a new technology lesson. We just got a new thing on our Chromebooks called Kami, and you guys have it too. Okay, and you'll notice it real easily. Up in the top here, you'll see that little circle K up here. That's the Kami thing. And you can use this to write on PDFs. This is really, really nice because generally you can't write on PDFs. You can't change a PDF. It is what it is. This tool allows you to actually write on things. And in fact, it's just not writing on it using a typing ability, it's actually writing. Now, for my computer, the one I have here at home, I've got a little stylus with it. So I can do a little more with it. If you want to use a stylus, because you guys have touch screens, that helps, or you can just use your finger, okay? A stylus will be a little more accurate, but your finger works as well too. So you'll see me using the stylus when I do this. Now, to access these things, they're going to be posted just like any other activity that we do in Google Classroom. So here's a Google Classroom. What you're looking at here is a Google Classroom that I do. So here's my problem. I've got my stuff here. And if you click on the assignment, open it, it's going to open as a PDF right now. It opens here. This is just a preview stage. I can't do anything with this PDF. But notice at the top here, it said open with Kami. So I'm going to click open with Kami. If it doesn't give you that, if it just says open with, click on that and select Kami. Okay, and give it a little time to open up. It's a kind of a slow thing, but it's working on it. And what this does, you've seen me use this on some of my lessons. It allows me to actually do things on this worksheet. Okay, if you want to make it bigger, you can zoom in here. So I can zoom in. You can save things. You can save it to your own Google Drive if you want. You can set it to auto save so it automatically saves it. This is a good way. A lot of people want to take notes this way. Okay. In fact, even the Google Docs that I give you, you can open those in Kami and create a PDF this way. And then you could actually write on your Google Docs. So it's a neat way where you could do all of your notes and all of your work right on your computer. Okay. I'm going to make it a little larger so I can write on it. I like making it basically take up my whole screen. That way I can write on it really easily. And there's a whole bunch of different tools. Now, the arrow tool select, that's pretty much your starting point because with the select tool, I can now move things up and down. I can move up and down the screen. I'm just using my finger right here to move up and down the screen. I'm touching my touch screen and sliding up and down. Also, if there's things you want to get rid of, like this square here, I don't like that. So I can click that. I can open it. Okay, so I can change its size, or I can just get rid of it somehow. If I click on it, see what happened there. It took me a while to get it, but I clicked on it and I lost it again. If I click on the square, I can trash it and it makes it go away. Okay. So our first thing is we want to use the markup tool to highlight a sentence. So as I hover over these, it tells me what they are. And here I get the markup tool. So I'm going to select that. And there's a highlighter. You can use a box highlighter. You can change your colors. You can go into here and get more colors. I'm just going to highlight in yellow and I'm going to highlight that sentence. Bing. There we go. I've highlighted the sentence. Now, again, stay on the markup tool, anything I use is using that tool. So think about you're holding your highlighter. If I want to write again, I got to put my highlighter down and pick up something else. Okay. So computer only has one hand. So try to think about doing everything one-handed. If I'm highlighting things in my textbook and I want to turn to page, I got to put the highlighter down and turn to page because I'm only using one hand. So now I want to use my text box tool to type my name. So here is the text box tool. And I'm going to set up a box. I'm going to draw a box in here. There we go. There's my box. And I'm going to type my name. And there we go. Now, if I click the X there, it'll kill it. It'll go away. If I hover over it in the right spot, I get the little crosshairs and I can move it to wherever I want. I can also change the size of the box. I could change the size of the font. If I highlight my font and go up here, I can change whatever point. It's in 1.5 now. Yeah, maybe I'll make it 1.3. Oh, that's the size of the box. Ooh. Yeah, so if you, actually it says line height. So if I do this font size and it's at 14, maybe I'll make it a 24. Maybe I want to change what the font is. You can do any of this, Roboto. So, and then, you know, you want to change the color of things, background color, highlight color, any of that you can change up here just like you would in a document. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. If you're doing this and you want to play with the colors, that's fine. I got no problem there. Okay. So next thing, use an equation to type this equation, except I'm going to substitute this weird symbol with the number 2. So if I roll over here, there's my equation tool. So I'm going to get my equation tool, and I just click on it, and that opens a box there. And I'm going to start typing A equals. Now I got to get the fraction. We'll see my little pi. Pi allows me to do all my symbols. And there's a lot of symbols in here. The ones you use a lot will appear up top here. So I'm going to get my fraction symbol, and it puts it into a fraction. Now I need the square root. Let's see. Ooh, there's square root symbol. So 1, whoops. Hey, notice I'm outside the square root. I don't want that. I want that to be inside the square root. So I'm going to put my cursor inside the square root. 1 minus another fraction, v. Now squared, sure, there's probably a way to do it here as well. By the way, there's degrees, angles. The way I do squared is I use the caret symbol, which is shift 6. So shift 6 squared. And now I'm going to use my arrows to go down to the bottom. C, caret 2. So that's how I can square things. That takes care of the numerator of this. So now I'm going into the denominator. Sine. Now remember, I'm replacing this symbol with the number 2. Plus, and now I need my theta. Well, there's theta. And close my parentheses. And now if I start clicking out here now, it's actually going to put me with another box to make an equation. So I'm going to get my select tool, and now I can do whatever I want. By the way, I can move it around. In fact, if I do this, now I can move this thing, move to wherever I want, and there we go. So I did my equation. I can also change the colors of it. Change it to, let's do the equation in red. Let's do it in green. I think I like the blue. Okay. Now the fun part, actually drawing on this. This is the fun part that we get to play with. So we've done all this typing stuff in text boxes, but let's get our drawing tool. Now you can change the size of your strokes, however big you want your pen to be. You can change transparency. You can make it a little lighter or darker. Change your colors. You can even get more colors if you want. Okay, so the colors I'm going to need are orange, brown, and blue. I got blue, so let me get an orange. Let me go here and change the color and get a good orange. Let's go with that orange. Okay, so now I got orange, and I need brown. So let me change my colors and get brown. Save. And change this one to, hey, I lost it. Where'd it go? Brown. Give me brown. Let there be brown. Okay, where's my brown at? Let's get a better brown then. Let's go with this one. Okay, so I want that to be blue. Got orange. And I want this to be brown. Where's brown at? Let's see. Brown. I think that got it. There it is. And I need orange. Need blue. Okay, I got my colors now. It takes a little playing with. Now again, I'm going to use my stylus. So the ones have to be orange. So I'm going to select my orange. Notice it highlighted orange there. And I'm going to color the one area orange. Hey, if I want to make that a little larger so I can color more at once. And this is pretty much what you're going to do. So this is just playing with it. Okay, if I want to go to the brown, and you know what? Let's make this a little less, let's make it a little less darker. Whoops. So I can see through it a little bit. So notice the orange, I had it completely opaque, so you couldn't see through it. But this one, I sort of lightened the opacity. I don't know if that's a word or not. And it allows me to do a little more with it. So there you go. And that's what we're doing here. So play with that, finish coloring this kitten. Okay. The next tool, let me go up here. Remember, I got to get my select tool and go down here. I want to solve this equation. So we're going to just do basically like you did in your algebra class. I'm going to get my drawing tool. I'm going to use blue because I like writing in blue. And I'm going to start solving the equation. Whoops. Hey, notice what happened. That's really, really large, right? I have an erasing tool right here. Okay, so I can get my erasing tool and go make that go away. And let's get a smaller pen stroke there. And I'm going to also make it darker blue. There we go. So I'm going to rewrite 3x plus 25 equals 5x minus 15. And then, okay, I want to show my work, right? Remember in your algebra class, you used to show work like this? Plus 15, plus 15. And then I can go, okay, that's going to be 3x plus 40 equals 5x. So go ahead and finish up this problem, okay? If you need to go and write more over on this side as well, go ahead. But notice I keep my equation signs lined up, just like I was writing on paper. Okay, the last thing, drawing shapes. So here's my shapes tool. So I want to draw a rectangle. So I'm going to get my shapes. Here's my rectangle. I'm going to insert a rectangle just like you would dragging to a rectangle. Whoops. Apparently I got two of them, which means I need to get my select tool and make one of these go away. Move it over here. I'll make it a little bigger. And now I can click on it and make it go away. Okay, so I've got my drawing. You can color these if you want. You can change the, right now we're set. Actually, to color them, get your select tool, click on it. And here's where you can fill it. So I can make it filled blue or not, or blue or not, or change the color, make it filled. You know what? Let's color it. I'm going to fill it that color. Okay. Now I want to do lines. Now, instead of using my drawing tool, because I can't draw a straight line, I'm going to use my shape tool and do a line. And I'm going to do my lines in blue so that I can see them. If I did them in the same color, I wouldn't be able to see them. So I'm going to draw a line from here to there. This is kind of like using a straight edge. So I don't have to use my actual straight edge. I can use the line tool instead. And there we go. I have my diagonals. Get my select tool and we're all good. Okay. So that's the Kami. Play with this. You can even insert images as something you can do. You can make your own signature and insert a signature in there. Okay, so there's a lot of different things you can comment on stuff. You can make little comment boxes off to the side. You can text to speech and that kind of stuff. So a lot of neat tools. I just wanted you to play with this because we might try to use this some in class. Okay, Color Kitten, and hey, easy math day. Have a good night. Bye-bye.